Be starting off our Homestory Cup casts with a beastly match between Rogue, the semi-finalist of BlizzCon, last year's 2017 World Champion, an absolute legend of the game, the Beast, the man who may or not be guilty of giving Jake No Regret Umpleby indigestion for the next few weeks after he eats a shoe. His name is Rogue.
I understand.
And indeed, his balls are hot. You can see these two, they're so hot, they're about to burst. Thank you very much, Snowbeast, with the 1,000 bit cheer. Appreciate the support, man. It's going to be fun. Yes. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the blue, the turn player, representing the original Gangster TV, aka O Gaming TV, it is Marinelord. Back from the dead, everyone's favorite young shit talker, shit poster, massive memer, the man who got banned for win trading on ladder during one of the Challenger qualifiers back in the day, the guy who worked so hard to get so good at the game for so many years, didn't quite get the results he wanted, even though he was a very good pro gamer. And then he retired, was like, I don't care anymore, I'll just play a few more tournaments for shits and giggles. And he got his best results ever. He made it to the grand finals of DreamHack Valencia 2016 against Nurtio, a series I remember very well because it's the first time I ever got to cast a grand finals of an event. And there was a crazy first map in that series on one of these maps we haven't seen in forever. Was it Belshire Vestige? I think we were playing on Belshire Vestige. It was actually Belshire Vestige. Holy crap. So anyway, he made it to the finals. Nurtio ended up dunking him back there in 2016. Then Marinelord was like, yeah, I'm done with this game. I'm like, dude, you're getting the best results you've ever got. He's like, yeah, I don't give a crap. Like, after every game he won, he was all like, yeah, just fucked some shit up. But I just did a random cheese because I didn't know what I was doing because I don't know my builds because I haven't been practicing. And we were like, ugh. So it was this weird thing, I think, where when the pressure came off his shoulders, he really thrived. He's a massive memer. Yeah, I mean, we all know the memes from DeMuslim about the size of his manhood. Not sure of the exact origins of that one, but always interesting to hear DeMuslim talking about Marinelord and certain baguettes being of the miniature size. Not sure how true or untrue that is. Not sure if DeMuslim's got some secret inside knowledge, but I'll choose to believe it because it's entertaining. Alright, so the Reaper's gonna come in, gonna harass Rogue's Queen a little bit. Is that why they call him Big Gabe? Of course. Except that he's German, so it'd have to be a pretzel. Sorry, I got a mental image, that's why I'm giggling. Don't imagine it, guys. You're gonna be fucking giggling harder than I am. Don't try to think about a pretzel. Human anatomy and pretzel probably don't combine. I once got turned into a pretzel in a massage parlor, but the actual type where they massage you, not like a kinky type. It was in China with my friend. We went and got a massage, and this girl put my feet in scalding water and like burnt them, and then she literally just like wrapped my body up into like the shape of a pretzel, and I was like, ow, ow, ow. First you burned my feet, now you turn me into a pretzel. I felt really good afterwards. But it was a little bit weird. A little bit weird. So Hellion Reaper's here. I mean, realistically, Marinelord's just come back to playing StarCraft after a few years break, right? It's been 2.5 years. He's just come back in the last month or so. O Gaming have picked him up. They did a little hype video. I'm excited to have him back, but he should stand no chance against Rogue. For anyone who's actually seen the results, though, Marinelord did have some surprising results in this tournament. Everyone was like, he's just going to get dicked. But Marinelord, as always, when the pressure's off, he plays well. And he's building a fusion core. Oh my god. Legend, he's going to go BCs. Okay, so it's a Hellion Reaper opening. He's going to swap the factory off the reactor. Enough shit talk. Let's talk about the builds. That's kind of the point of these casts. So he's going, okay, a couple Marines to deny scouting. Rogue doesn't know about this. A Liberator comes out. Now that is going to get... Oh, he's going to, yeah, use the Liberator to just kill the Overlord. Very conservative usage. I like it, though. I like it. So he just kind of says, yeah, that's fine. And Starport Tech Lab is finished. Overlord will not see that. Oh my god, and you know what? There's a ton of Roachling on the way. Rogue's like full disrespecting him. Oh, and he spots the roaches. A tank immediately starts up, as does a Banshee. He's like, look, BC is going to take too long. Let's just build a Banshee. I can build a BC later. If he had really huge balls, he'd cancel that and build a BC, but that would be a bit silly. So, Liberate. Oh, he's like, yep. He's like, look, let's just buy a few seconds of time. Oh, you get him off Ravages? That's fine. I'll just fly. Oh, he's going to try and kill a Ravager. That's super game. I don't think he can get that. Gets one Ravager. Unsiege. You got to run. You got to run. You got to run. Oh, keeps the Liberator alive. Lings have bypassed here, trying to get in the wall. Great wall off there. Clutch hold by Marinelord. And you know what? There's a tank on the high ground. It's a super conservatively placed tank. He's going to lose the depot wall. But as long as he survives, he'll be okay. The Banshee's going to come out and clean this up. The Liberator on the top side of the map, ready to counter pressure. It's going to go into that main. If that does damage, he's in a really good spot. Banshee comes out and says, hey, the longer you stay here, the more your stuff is going to die. The Hellions are still here, ready to evaporate the Zerglings, which they do a very good job of. Siege tank on the high ground. Rogue couldn't get his Zerglings. He wanted those Zerglings to slip up to get vision so he could bile it, but the Lings got blocked by the SCV Marine Hellion. Fantastic play by Marinelord. These Hellions taking this rush to Dicktown. He's killed 10 workers. That's not enough, guys. That's not enough. Guess what? A Liberator just killed the entire mineral line of rogues behind this. I don't think it was the entire mineral line, but he's killed a lot. This has been held. The Liberator finally went down in that main, but not before it got one kill. Okay, no, Rogue reacted perfectly. Never mind. He lost mining time. He had workers off mining. But he did lose one drone to it, and now we've got Yamato and a BC starting up. Hot damn. Marinelord, why are you so sexy? He's got 3 siege tanks out. He shall not be broken. And now a 52 drone rogue with no upgrades, no tech is like, I'm playing catch up. And you know what goes well with catch up? A couple of tasty cattle bruiser flavored crisps. They're going to be coming out and we're going to be pouring some catch up on them. But I don't think you're going to catch up. Because what do you even have for this BC? If he just blinks the BC across the map, there's 2 queens out right now. And yeah, that's going to be... It was a ketchup joke. It was really lame. If you didn't get it, it's probably because you have a brain, Twitch chat. Don't worry, guys. One day you can be as awesome as me and make really fucking bad jokes. Cattle Bruiser, BC. Oh, blink it. You know you want to. Just blink it. Just blink. Yes! Yes! No fucks given. The BC is like, yeah, let's go, buddy. One drone down. No Yamato? No Yamato? No, the queen was wounded. Oh, he's going to Yamato the spore. He's like, nah, just kill the spore. Who cares, man? You actually need to click on the spore. So battle cruisers, when they're moving, will prioritize drones over spores, which I love because it allows you to just like drive by and kill a ton of drones. Like, look at that. He's like, get wrecked, get wrecked. The queen's like, leave me babies alone. The battle cruiser's like, get fucked. At the same time, though, the wall was down. Lings get in, but they only get a couple of kills. Not really enough. BC's going to start killing overlords. And on the other side, he's like, 4 siege tanks, a Banshee, 5 Marines, and 2 Hellions. Yes, it seems like a pretty random army. One tank does go down to the biles there. Lots of Ravages being forced. Even that alone is really nice damage here for Marinelord. And I think, you know, the siege tanks are going to go down. They're a little bit clumped on the south side, but a lot of Ravages going down in return. And Ravages are not a cheap unit, guys. The BC is still just chilling. I'd love to see him just cleaning up overlords. But Banshee's going to start doing damage. Another BC comes out. That'll clean up the rest of this easy. And finally, the 5 barracks is on the way. Stim hasn't even started, so don't get me wrong. The bio transition is still far away. If Rogue can keep surviving, he might be in an okay spot. He's got 6 queens out now. Oh my god, two battle cruisers, a Banshee, and a whole bunch of refugee Zergs on this map. Yeah, they're gonna be taking some damage for shoresies. And even Yamatoing one. He just Yamatoed a roach. Oh, that's fucking amazing. Marinelord had the biggest smile on his face while he was playing this game, that's for sure. That is faux show. What do we got? Double reactor there, 2 tech labs, 3 reactors. That's going to be good against Roach Ravager. 70 drones is up. There's still no upgrades. 8 mutas on the way. Going to do a run by on a mineral line. Okay. Banshee, 17 kill Banshee. I mean, that's mostly Zerglings, I imagine. Still not bad. BC here with 5 kills. Going to go up to 6. Where's the other BC? 13 kills. It's back there getting healed up. Going to clear some creep spread. We've got mutas going towards the main. Now, the problem there is battle cruisers can just kind of blink to where your mutas arrive. So they're actually a really good way to just kind of go, oh crap, there's mutas in my mineral line, and you just kind of teleport a BC. So that's one way of kind of helping defend that. Nice, Yamato goes down. Mutas are going to find the mineral line. There's no defense here, and even though Marinelord's up in supply, this could be the start of a comeback for Rogue. Rogue here, things have not been going his way this game, but now he starts to grab control, grabs the bull by the horns, and his Mutalisks try to wrestle it to the ground. Lings come in. Are they going to get the kill? Yes, they do with the friendly fire from the siege tanks. These Mutas doing good damage as well, man. No armor upgrades finished just yet on those SCVs, and oh, even going to go for a tank snipe. At the same time, a BC was harassing up in that main base. I think it picked off a few drones. Don't think it got too much, though. And missile turrets are up. Marines out in the open here. No stim just yet, but stim is almost ready. Uh-oh, Corruptors are out. So there's 3 BCs, though. 2 Yamatos, and he can always blink out of there at any moment. Those BCs causing problems. There's Muta Corruptor on the way. This is getting a bit random from Rogue. I mean, you're up against Bio. He's going to try and go mass Muta, overwhelm the BCs, and then kind of play a momentum-focused counterattack style, but he's going Roaches at the same time. I've seen Rogue go Roach Muta many times in the past year, guys. He's lost almost every single time he's done it. It's not a good composition against Terran. Especially against Bio. He had a famous match against Innovation where he just got rolled in GSL vs. the World, where on the big map, not Acolyte, what's the more recent big map? 16-bit. He made the same mistake. Ooh, that got blasted. Zoomed out rather than zoomed in there. My bad. Mutas are doing damage though. Yeah, so he needs to do this because you got to trade off your mutas. Like having 15 mutas is not really that good unless you're doing damage with it. Now those Lings getting in, that's really nice. Rogue using his multitask. The BCs are being a pain in the ass. He might have to send his mutas back to defend this base. That's a lot of drones in the open. That BCs have found them. Of course, they killed the 4th on the north side. The turrets are gone. Oh, Rogue finding the damage. He's up to 84 workers behind this. It's just a shame he doesn't have Banelings. You need to make speed Banes if you're going this high on economy with this many mutas. You need supply-efficient units. Roaches are not that. Rogue is playing fantastically tactically, but his strategy is wrong. It is not the right strategy. You can't do that against Bio. He's making more Corruptors. What does he think's happening right now? Rogue! Strategically quite off Rogue's decision-making on this one. He's making more and more Corruptors, but the Mutas already are enough of a match for these BCs. You don't need more Corruptors. You've already got that role covered with the Mutt-Mutts. These BCs getting so many kills, by the way. They finally say, okay, that's a few too many units. Let's just blink out and repair. Now, Marinelord's pinned back on 3 bases. He doesn't have a great economy anymore. Like, Rogue is ahead in this game. Even though he lost this hatch and he doesn't have that many places to mine from, if he can just get that base up, he really needs to retake this hatch in case he loses another one. The problem is just army-wise, like, what does he fight the ground army with? Mutas can't fight front on. Not with Thors out, not with Marines out. Corruptors can't fight a ground army at all. He's going to try and come in and snipe the BCs, maybe pee on a command center. Not a bad idea, but the Marines are going to stim forward and save that. Ooh, 1 BC goes down. Nicely done. Nice snipe. Revenge of the Battlecruiser says, you killed my friend, man. But yeah, right now, I'm kind of just like wondering what's behind it. Like, Infestors could work. Ravages won't help. The problem is the supply. He's going to hit it against his supply cap, and Ravages aren't supply-efficient units. If you're in a low economy, lower supply situation, Ravages are great because they're just an efficient way of getting out spell damage and splash damage, which can defeat a superior army. But he's building more drones now, and that's the last thing Rogue needs in this scenario. Like, this same problem, he doesn't seem to have identified. This is a bio ball. Like, yeah, he drops the Baneling Nest now. Same problem he ran into against Innovation on 16-bit. He ended up realizing what was happening in that game, swapped into Banelings, made like 60 slow Banelings, because Bane speed, of course, wasn't finished, rolled into tank bio, and was like, oh, this composition doesn't work. And he's stuck here, maxed against his supply, you know, mixing more drones in to go up to 80 workers against a Terran who is cramped in on 3 base. And there's just no way that amount of Roach Ravager deals with this army. The Medivacs will do a disappearing act, as will the Battlecruiser. But what do you do to deal with the Marines? You've got nothing. Marinelord's just like, wait, that army is tiny. Good biles to try and cover the retreat to buy some time, but building slow Banes is not going to cut it against this much stuff. Just kind of going to stim forward here. Oof, that's a big bio army. Now the Medivacs are gone. The Medivacs are gone. Still a scary bio army. Oh, but the Medivacs are gone. There's no healing. That's going to be one of the last stims you've got. And the Mutas come in from the backside. That tank's still dishing out the hurt. Okay, Rogue is going to hang on here. Whew, that was way too close, man. Way too close for comfort. He just barely hangs on. Obviously, now he's fine. But that was a real awkward one. Good job of slowing the fight down with the Biles. They were very defensively placed Biles. He said, look, the Corruptor Muta will get rid of your Metavacs. If I just drag the fight out, you'll stim yourself to death. And that's essentially what happened. He didn't have to kill Marinelord's army because he took out the Metavacs. It worked out. And there is a 4th command center finally working down there. But you could tell Marinelord just wasn't as practiced at dealing with the counterattacks, the positioning. And now the army is just so much bigger for Rogue. He's got a big 5 base economy. Tries to poop on this base, does not get it to lift. The Marines are going to push that away. Now, we've got still 2-2 Roach Hydra. I'm wondering where the Hive is. It looks like he wants to force the issue, does Rogue. There's only 1 tank there. There's no way Marinelord can hang on, right? That's just too much stuff. Eats one of his own Biles, but there we go, GG. Okay, guys. Whoo! Rogue really dancing with death in that game, being a little bit greedy. Now, I thought I saw Marinelord 2-0 Rogue on the results. Apparently not. Apparently not. Someone faked the Wikipedia page. Probably got fixed later on. But at some point, I saw Marinelord 2-0 Rogue, and I was like, what? I was like, there's no way that should happen. I was so shocked. But turns out that was incorrect. Because that could not be possible if we just saw Rogue won a map. Unless they play again later in the tournament, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I know Euthermal 2-0'd him. But, yeah. I mean, strategically what Rogue was doing was wrong, and he was in the shitter. Like, Rogue won that game specifically because Marinelord just wasn't as good as him. Sorry, guys. This game's starting. So you've got to pay attention to that. Like if you think about what happened in that game, Rogue was behind in that game. And going Roaches off that many Corruptors and Mutas was super questionable. So, yeah. I mean, Marinelord's position was really good until the later stage. And obviously in the later stage, after he took all the eco damage, Marinelord was not ahead. But Rogue was still putting himself in a questionable position. You think Rogue's great but inconsistent? Rogue is an absolute god, but he gets too fancy. And that's exactly what we saw in that last game. He gets way too fancy. Now, this series, he's just playing very aggressive. And I can get down with a 1-base Ravager. Now, what's really funny is it's 3 barracks proxy versus 1-base Ravager. Now, you can beat this with 1-base Ravager, with 3 barracks proxy if it's a bigger map. On this map, the Overlord's going to confirm what's up way too early. And he's going to know to just pull his Ravagers home and play really conservative. Not just that, actually, he's building the Zerglings. And no, the Zerglings would normally scout a little bit later. Actually, they'd come in about 2:30. Okay, I don't think Rogue would ever lose to any proxy barracks. I'm trying to imagine the scenario. Maybe proxy barracks Reaper could do okay against this 1-base Ravager. But Rogue is like, yeah, I'm like trying to calculate how we could possibly ever lose to a proxy barracks build while going 1-base Ravager. And it's like, I don't think it can happen. I'm trying to do some mental gymnastics to get there, and I'm like, well, it definitely can't happen now. He's just going to make Ravagers, micro down the Marines and SCVs. There's nothing Marinelord can do. Marinelord, already seeing how early those Zerglings are, should be like a little bit freaked out, and now he's just going to be like, oh, fuck. What do I even do? Like, he should be rallying Marines home and building a bunker there right now. Yeah, which is what he's going to do. But I think he's screwed. GG's. So good. Good to see. I mean, I saw this result that Rogue got 2-0'd by Marinelord. Maybe it was when I was looking at it at 4 a.m. in the morning. So what happened one day is I got woken up by this mosquito on the weekend buzzing in my ear. So I got up at 4 a.m. and just started watching Homestory Cup live despite the time difference. And I think I was checking Wikipedia results while half asleep. Either that or someone actually did incorrectly input the results. We'll have to see exactly what happens. Sarah lost to proxy barracks, Marine. Yeah, not while going 1-base Ravager, though. Not while going 1-base Ravager. That was going Hatch first. So look at this very sad defense. Really needed to build a bunker. Even then, I don't think he'd be able to hold, but yeah. He's going to try and counterattack with Marines. Nasty. Yeah, he's trying to get this around, but good Ravager micro. He's going to see these Marines coming. Doesn't have much at home. I kind of like that counterattack. There's 3 Roaches about to pop, though. That's probably enough. That with the drone pull should be fine. Yeah, I mean, this fight is a foregone conclusion, and let's see how this fight goes, because these Marines are Marinelord's last hope. Can he do it? No, he cannot. Oh! Roach tried to pull back, but he went down. GG, well played. Quick 2-0. So I open up these replays being like, oh my god, Marinelord 2-0 Rogue, there must be some fantastic Terran cheese to learn. Instead, we got a very quick series. Game 1 was lit. That was really cool. It was just like a Hellion Lib opening into a beautiful, beautiful battlecruiser harass. Great defense with the tank behind that as well against the Ravager Ling timing. So really nice play there from Marinelord in game 1. But you know, Rogue brought it back with the muta harass, the Ling counters. He wasn't able to do that.